What's that ESC? ESC? I know when they are, I just don't remember.
If we're testing with first period, I'm dying because like I have no friends with first period. I thought we'd be like taking the test with our general paper class.
Alright, x equals -3 is like the minimum. Like if you got here, fine. If you did not get this far, then you have no idea what's going on. You're not trying. Okay? You should have at least done the equation for x's symmetry. Forward text continue. Plug -3 in for x into the equation.
You get a Fortnite battle royale win. I actually got one the other day. So I've never got
That's such a lie.
Solo dogs, baby. Yes.
Tony, how many kills?
10.
Beta.
Alright, let's get a thumbs up if you got the vertex. Gabe, did you get the vertex? Yeah. Joseph, did you get the vertex? Ben? I got the vertex. Lawrence? You got your vertex, right?
Miss Libby said she had the vertex.
Libby, you plugged in -3 and you got -8 correctly? Yep. Great. Very good. Right, now do I need to pause and let you set up a table?
Yes.
Alright, I'll pause. Set your table up.
Libby, you said you got the vertex.
I already got the vertex. I'm working on the.
How did you say you got? How did she get there so fast?
Because she just went up there.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
It's just like exhausting.
He's like,
I'm drawing something.
No,
It's not,
you are.
I'm glad. I swear. I'm
You
not done.
promise.
I promise. I'm not done. Let me finish.
No. No. You promise.
There's a lot of facts out there.
I'd
I'd say we write them down. Let me finish the thing. Hey Dom, can you like quiet down up there? I'm really trying to work.
You better not.
Dominate. With two. Yes.
I paused for you guys. Please quiet. Nothing. What was my pause for? My pause was in vain.
Yes. Plus 10.
No.
Who got 24 for -1? You got 24 for -1?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm way off.
Big boy.
Oh, way off, bro.
Libby, I heard you call.
Hey, will Alexis from my through the end of the school year?
Yeah.
I did say that. That was like 3 months ago or something. I'm gonna change places.
No, no.
We're close.
Okay.
Alright, so the tricky part about the table is that all of the x values are negative. So you're plugging in a lot of negatives.
In a way, this stuff better not be.
Alright, Will, have you plugged in -5 yet? We'll finish it.
That's my forehead.
Oh, it's a
You're putting the math or?
No, I was changing them.
Yes, ma'am. I quit math.
Leave it to a nice table full of negatives to make someone quit. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's possible. Several people will quit here. It's 5 problems in one, you know. Is it 1 or is it 5? Oh, that's a 5 problem.
Technically, it's just 2.
It's 0. Yeah, 0. I got it. There's all messed up.
Oh my gosh, my first number was a huge success. 0. Who said that?
I said it. He said that.
Good job. That's always what we're looking for is the zeros. What makes the zeros a big success? X-Intercept. X-Intercept.
Good job, Tony.
We love finding the X-Intercepts because those are the solutions to the quadratic.
You definitely didn't put it 16.
32.
Hey, come on, dude. You gotta
There we go, man.
Boom, I did it. Did you guys do it? I did it. Who's done? Thomas, did you do it? You didn't draw the picture yet?
We have to
The
draw
picture
it.
is so satisfying. You draw the picture. Do your numbers match here? Then you just.
Oh, I just wrote it.
Alright, so what are the solutions? So if it said solve by graphing, what would the solutions be? Gabe, what's your Gabe thought?
I don't know. -5, -1.
Okay, come on, bring it.
Yeah.
Do better.
Yes, confirm. -5, -1.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's not what I got. I got -6.
Dude, you got girls going.
That's why you pay attention.
Maybe that's why you keep talking. Girl.
Alright, so we did it. You solved by graphing. We found the X-intercepts. Now you're really really want to bring some comprehension full circle here.
It's like a deformed answer.
Show Gabe or Joseph. Either one of them can help.
Only two. More the days go by, I've been one. So what do we do?
Okay, I got something really important to connect here. So number 2.
What? Number one. Ew. That's really number one.
Yeah.
That's the same problem, miss.
All right, now I want to see if you can solve by factoring.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, miss, that's light work. I already got the answer.
Oh, you took it too. I got the answer.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
Alright, so if we had to factor the same quadratic that we just graphed, Mikhail, what would you do to factor it? What would you do? Same problem, how do you factor it? Yes, but first, they all divide by the same number. What is it? 2. Okay, so first we'll factor by GCF. They all divide by 2, so that makes it x squared plus 6x plus 5. Then, just as Mikhail said, we're going to make a table. Joseph, what will the table look like?
Oh, so you're showing us the way how to do it.
I'm connecting factoring to graphing right now. It's very important.
It looks easy. It looks easier than what we did.
How do we factor this now? How do you factor this? Mikhail already said it. You do what multiplies. What will multiply to 5 and add to 6? 5 times 1. It's 5 and 1. So this polynomial or this quadratic factor looks like this. 2 parentheses, x plus 5, x plus 1. We set it equal to 0 to solve. Solve both of these little guys like we just practiced on your test. We would do 2 equals 0. We would put a line through it. No, it doesn't. X plus 5 equals 0. X plus 1 equals 0. So now, since we're subtracting from each side, these are our solutions. -5 and -1. Are they the same solutions that we got when we graphed? Yes, they are. Factoring and graphing lead to the same numbers. Which one do you like better? Making a whole graph or doing the factoring?
I like that.
Which one do you think we like more?
You're saying some problem might be easier to do the first step?
I just now went to the graphic.
So you guys, there's some parabolas where you graph them and like it doesn't fall right on an integer, it'll go in between, like a decimal answer. And there's some quadratics that you cannot factor. Right? Didn't we have prime? Didn't we use the word prime to say that something can't be factored? So there's a third way to solve. There's another way that you can solve. You can solve. You have to be quiet. This is new. You can solve by graphing, which takes a lot of work. You can solve by factoring, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Tyler, you ready?
Are you?
This is the third way to solve.
I don't believe.
Wait,
you know what's in different level? Patrick. Always.
Alright, read Tony, read the third way to solve.
Quadratic formula.
The quadratic formula.
I know how to read.
Some people like this formula better than graphing and better than factoring. use the formula. This is useful for any quadratic, whereas sometimes graphing is really difficult, sometimes factoring is impossible. Any quadratic you can use the quadratic formula on. So it's x equals. It's x equals because we're finding solutions, just like we did with these factors and those x-intercepts. Does anybody know the formula? Does anybody know yet?
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Miss, you expect us to know that?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, is that a plus minus?
Yeah, you do a plus or minus.
How do you do that? B plus minus
I need to take
radical b to the second minus 4ac over 2.
Shoot. Very important.
When really they're using
Okay, let's try it. Just keep doing this in the same place. Alright, we're going to try it. So we're going to solve this same equation that we just graphed. We just factored it. We're going to solve it a third way using the quadratic formula. So we're hoping to get the answers -5 and -1. So let's find A, B, and C. A is 2, B is 12, and C is 10. We're going to plug A, B, and C into this formula. You guys just keep going on the same paper you're working on, whatever you want to call it. So I put B here, right? It's -B, so I got -12. The plus or minus sign. Trying to be really neat for you guys. A square root. We've done square roots. We got B squared, 12 squared, minus 4. A, so I'll put a 2 in. C, so I'll put a 10 in. All over 2 times A. So now we just got to step by step do PEMDAS on here, and we should get -5 and -1. What's 12 squared?
144.
144. Alright, so in my first step, I squared B, made it 144. I did 4 times 2, it made it 8. And then I also did the denominator 2 times 2. Let's keep going. So it's 144 minus 80 all over 4. Thomas, what's 144 minus 80? Yep, 64. Gosh, we're almost done. What's the square root of 64? 8. Alright, so we're pretty close to the end here. We're at -12 plus or minus 8 all over 4. So we're going to now that we've got it down just to numbers, we're going to split up the plus and the minus. So it's -12 plus 8 over 4 and -12 minus 8 over 4. So we split up the plus and the minus and made it 2 fractions. So that's -4 over 4, which is -1, which was our answer for graphing and factoring. And that's negative 20 over 4, which is negative 5.
Who got their ringtone?
All right, so that's the third final algebra 1 here. Well, there are more ways. You'll do this again in algebra 2. You'll do more, but the 3 things you'll be expected to do. Well, on your next test is going to be graphing. You have to graph and find intercepts. It's going to be this new formula. And you should be able to connect that to also factoring. All 3 things do the same thing. They find the same answers. You have to know the formula. You got to know the formula. Tyler, you like the formula. The formula takes all critical, all you got to do is memorize and plug in. Like it's actually a lot easier than graphing. And factoring, you have to think about all the different possibilities. Here, you just plug in and solve. Okay. Before I do any more, let's go over last day's homework.
I can figure out how to do it.
Trying to get over on everything that has lied to me.
Read it. I shall boo.
I didn't even feel it. Let's go, man.
It starts at 7. It'll probably end at 9.
Libby, is this weird? I can't feel this.
Did I get all my stuff?
Where's that can fit 4 fingers?
I have to get more.
You?
Jacob, bro. Jacob, bro.
Harder.
I didn't do number 3. Frig number 3.
Number 3 wasn't no solution. No way.
Nah, I think it was.
I just said no solution because I didn't want to do it.
I think it was. No, I was like,
Yeah, tried to, we have 3 1.
I was trying to solve it.
It's 122.
It's right there. You know, I'm African.
Because it would have got me a decimal. Because the AOS was -3 over -2. It got me a decimal.
1.5.
Yeah.
Look at their
AOS is 1. So 2.5.
Oh, see, yeah.
Yeah, but still. 1's 2.5.
Did I get these right? Did I get these right?
Yes, I call my brother.
Except for 3, I did not do number 3.
Dom knows it. What do I call my brother all the time?
Rain.
Because it doesn't. Alright, you guys, listen up. So even if you didn't graph, so I was only telling people this who actually graphed it, but now I'll tell everybody. The reason, so that 0 with a line through it on number 3, that means no solution. What we're looking for here is x-intercepts. So on this one, the x-intercept is 2 and 3. On this one, it has only one x-intercept because it just touches the line in one place, and it's at -3. Where does this one touch the x-axis? It doesn't, so it's said to have no solution. And then this one had decimal answers.
I don't know what it was. Not my pencil. One or two. Like, oh, like that. Like that. Look.
Alright, you guys. So I assigned you 7 quadratic formula problems to do. Let's just do them together right now. So turn to page 127.
I bet you it's 80 because he's a value. That's what they all say.
Oh, look,
Who said that, Jake?
Look.
Yes. Light skin boy.
Like it spins around your thumb. Like
Light skin boy.
it spins around your thumb. Like. I wanted to see like 11, 12.
I went me.
I got like 11.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was in my bed by now.
I had a soccer game here too. And I was watching
Alright, be quiet, you guys. Let's do this one. No, honestly, let's just be silent. Just be silent. Okay, it's 10 minutes. Just be quiet. At the top of your paper, write the formula. Be quiet. The top of your workbook page, write this. Now, I'm looking. There's not enough room here. You may have already put your papers away. Just to be honest, there's not very much room on this workbook page. You will need to show work as you go through this.
Oh, we gotta use that quadratic.
Yeah, just be quiet. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. So A is 1, B is 0, and C is -49. The minus sign goes with C. This problem is x squared plus 0x minus 49. There's a 0 in the middle. That's the problem. So for B, we're going to plug in 0.
I'm gonna learn how to play piano. What is? Yeah. I'm gonna learn how to play piano and guitar.